There's a moment most people remember clearly, the first time they realized that effort wasn't enough, that being smart or capable or even right didn't protect them. It usually happens quietly, no confrontation, no explosion, just a shift, a change in tone, a door that stops opening, a warmth that fades, and you don't understand it at first. You replay everything. What did I do wrong? But the truth is, you didn't do anything wrong. You just did something that made the wrong person feel small. This is the kind of mistake no one warns you about because it doesn't feel like a mistake when you're making it. Imagine this: you're good at what you do, not loud about it, not arrogant, just reliable, sharp, capable. People come to you when things break, when something needs fixing, when they want a real answer. At first, this feels good. You feel useful, seen. Then one day, something changes. You're in a meeting, your boss is explaining an idea. It's not a great one. You see the flaw immediately. You hesitate. You think, should I say something? And finally, you do. You explain it clearly, calmly, respectfully. The room goes quiet. Your boss nods, smiles. Good point, you say, but something in their expression hardens. You don't notice it yet. After that day, you stop getting invited to certain meetings. Decisions get made without you. You hear about things after they've already happened. No one says anything is wrong, but you feel it. You didn't challenge authority. You didn't insult anyone. You just stood out. And in an hierarchy, that's sometimes enough. Here's the uncomfortable truth: power doesn't care about fairness, it cares about position. And the higher someone sits, the more sensitive they are to anything that threatens it. This isn't all about evil people, it's about human nature. Even good leaders have egos, even kind mentors have insecurities. And when you forget that, you pay for it quietly. This is not a modern problem, it's an ancient one. And one of the most brutal examples come from a man who thought excellence would save him. In 17th century France, there lived a man named Nicolas Fouquet. He was brilliant, a financial genius, a master organizer, charming, cultured, and wealthy. And most importantly, he served King Louis XIV, the Sun King, the most powerful ruler in Europe. Fouquet believed in loyalty. He believed that if he served the king well, if he impressed him, he would be rewarded. So Fouquet did what he did best. He excelled. He built an estate which was so breathtaking, gardens that stretched endlessly, architecture unlike anything seen before, art, music, fireworks, a masterpiece. One night, Fouquet invited the king. He wanted to honor him, to show gratitude, to demonstrate devotion. But the moment the king arrived, something shifted. Because this palace, this celebration, was more magnificent than anything the king himself owned. Louis XIV smiled. He praised Fouquet. He enjoyed the evening, but inside, a conclusion had already been reached. This man is too powerful, too admired, too visible. Shortly after, Fouquet was arrested. his wealth seized, his friends abandoned him. He would spend the rest of his life in prison, not for betrayal, not for rebellion, but for forgetting one thing: you never outshine the master. Kay didn't think he was being reckless. That's what makes this story important. He thought he was being loyal. He thought brilliance was protection. But power doesn't interpret actions the way we hope it will. It interprets them through fear, and fear asks one question: do I still look superior? The moment the answer is no, you become a liability. This is where most people get this law wrong. They think it means to be weak. Well, it doesn't. They think it means never succeed. It doesn't. It means this: never make the person above you feel irrelevant. Never make them feel replaceable. Never make them feel like they need to defend their position because of you. You can be talented. You just can't be threatening, at least not yet. Today, power looks different. It wears titles, influence, social leverage, but the psychology hasn't changed. A manager who needs to feel respected, or a parent who needs to feel in control, even a dominant friend who needs to feel admired. When you forget this, you don't get attacked. You get excluded, and exclusion is power's favorite weapon because it leaves no fingerprint. Here's the real lesson. The goal isn't to hide forever. The goal is to survive long enough to choose your moment. Power is a game of timing, and the people who last aren't the loudest. They're the most aware. So ask yourself this: who needs to feel important around me? And how can I let them feel that without shrinking myself? Because your light isn't the problem. Shining it at the wrong time is.